morning, Flower, and happy championship season. It is Mr. Walker with your morning announcements for Thursday, aka Friday Eve, March 2nd, 2023. I'm here, Ms. Fontanez's Christopher Newport University. We're ready for a great day of learning. So go ahead and stand with me for our morning announcements, starting first with our pledge. We're standing, and those right hands over our hearts, and we are ready to begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, Flower, you may go ahead and be seated. As you're seated in level 0, you're probably wondering, okay, I've seen Mr. Walker with the Power Championship belt before, but why is he walking around with it everywhere he goes? Walking around with this, and you'll see me with the Money in the Bank briefcase a little bit later, because it is now championship season. We are in the playoffs. We are headed towards the AASA and AZ side, and we need to make sure that we are ready, and that starts with us having a championship mindset. We need to make sure that we're ready to conquer the AASA and the AZ side. We need to make sure that we show up every day as champions, because that's what we are. We're going to make sure that each and every one of you passes the AASA and AZ side, and it begins with you getting here on time all day, every day. Mr. Walker was just outside greeting students as they came in. We do notice that there are students who straggle behind. Please make sure that you pick up the pace and that you follow your classes on in, because guess what? Every minute of instruction that you miss is more content, more knowledge that you're missing out on. So let's go ahead and start by being here all day, every day. Mr. Walker's on our stage again for a couple reasons. One, to talk about the Scholastic Book Fair. We have until Friday to make all of our purchases. We even have a family night where there's going to be an invitation for families to come on in, take a look around, and purchase more and more books. Now, Mr. Walker's also here on the stage because he just started talking about championship season, how we're gearing ourselves towards the AASA and the AZ side. The power of reading is something you don't want to take for granted. As Mr. Walker's talked about all week, the importance of reading, picking up a book, whether it's a comic book, a magazine, children's encyclopedia, please start somewhere, because guess what? Reading is going to help you on the AASA and the AZ side. And Mr. Walker's not just talking about the reading test. Reading opens up opportunities for you to understand everything else. That includes math, that includes science. Hey, that even includes your foreign language and your PE classes as well. So let's, again, understand the importance and power of becoming a better reader. So today for lunch, we have a baked ziti pasta along with some carrots and some fruit on the side. Don't forget about the milk. And if you brought your own lunch from home, go ahead and enjoy that as well. You're missing out as always, but go ahead and enjoy. We're in the cafeteria today, power all day, every day. Let's go ahead and show it in our transitions. Everything that we do. All right, let's go ahead and let's talk sports. Again, when we always think of sports, we think of championship games, we think of playoffs, we think of that, but let's have that same mindset towards our academics. Now, talking about sports, we do have a special event today, and it's going to go into tomorrow as well, and that is our co-ed soccer tryouts. And in Canto Park, 4 to 6 p.m., both today and tomorrow. Please make sure you have a parent or guardian with you and you have transportation to and from. Again, those things always kind of go hand in hand together, don't they? But we need to make sure that you are prepared. So make sure you talk to Mrs. Getting, talk to Coach Leshikar. These are the people that you are going to need to see to understand what is required for a tryout, because taking on a sport is not an easy thing. Not only do you have to prepare yourself physically, but you also have to prepare yourself with all sorts of materials and supplies. So go ahead and seek out those folks. Please make sure that you do that, because you need to be prepared for this season. And the same thing goes for boys basketball. Please make sure you reach out to Coach Garcia, Coach Leshikar, our athletic director, if you have any questions about anything regarding the upcoming season. Let's also go ahead and talk about Sports Picture Day. That is going to be on Tuesday, March 7th at 2:30 p.m. in our gym. Please make sure that if you're a student athlete that you prepare yourself for Sports Picture Day. Again, you don't come to school dressed up in your athletic gear, but you're going to have a change of clothes to get those pictures taken in your athletic gear for your given sport. So far, it's a little after 8 o'clock and we are in study skills. Study skills means one thing, that we are focusing ourselves for the day ahead. It means that we're writing goals, we're reflecting, we're doing all sorts of things to get our head on straight. This is our opportunities for our teachers to take counts for lunch, attendance, do other things with the class, such as building community and culture. And so what we need to do is be here all day, every day, and on time. please make sure that you value study skills as that opportunity for you to get your head on straight for the day ahead. Let's also keep in mind that we're going to be celebrating very, very soon. We have our next Power Assembly on Wednesday, March 8th. That's going to take place at our normal assembly times. We're going to be celebrating Students of the Month. We're going to be preparing you all for the AASA and AZ Sci. We're going to have all sorts of games, raffles, prizes. It's going to be an amazing experience, but we need you here. So remember, Wednesday, March 8th, we'll see you there. Then the next day, on Thursday, March 9th, we're going to have our Bedtime Stories event. As a part of National Reading Week, we are going to be inviting families and students back to campus at 4 o'clock. We're going to have a pajama day already. So come with your pajamas on, and you are going to listen to your teachers read bedtime stories. How exciting, right? And we're going to also have some refreshments. We're going to have cookies. We're going to have milk. We're going to have other goodies for you all. So go ahead, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your whole community. Come on out for Bedtime Stories on Thursday. Remember that tomorrow's a dollar dress down day. And speaking of dollars, this Money in the Bank briefcase is something that we introduced to you all earlier this school year. Now, remember, in the Money in the Bank briefcase, we have some prizes. We have field trips, that PlayStation 5, that Nintendo Switch, that Xbox, all of which are up for grabs. But we got to show what we know on the AASA and AZ side. We are going to have a wonderful championship season when we're talking about our testing, but we need to make sure that we remember what's in this case. So, dollar dress down day tomorrow. Let's not forget about that. And then also Money in the Bank. But let's also not forget about our leaderboard when it comes to that iReady challenge. Remember, Isabella Espinoza is leading the way with 19 ELA lessons. And then following that, we got Marjorie Padilla, second grade, 14. Let's also not forget about Emily Caballero with 13 in ELA. And then Helen Ariano with 11 in math. And that's actually tied with Serenity John Pierre in kindergarten with 11 ELA lessons as well. So remember, you know who's in the lead right now, but that doesn't mean that the race is over. Go ahead and get those 15 iReady lessons, and don't stop there. Keep going. Make sure that each and every day you're showing power every day on iReady. Now, just a few moments ago, you heard who was in the lead en route to passing 15 iReady lessons between February 6th and 28th. But it's March 1st. So you're like, is the competition over? No, we're going into extra innings. We need to make sure that we have students who are right there on the cusp, that they get over 15 lessons. So we are going to be extending this. More information to come on that, but you know who's in the lead right now. Again, we got Isabella Espinoza, Marjorie Padilla, Emily Caballero, Helen Ariano, and Serenity John Pierre. So will you be joining them in our bubble party or our movie and popcorn day or our free dress down week, depending on what grade level you are? Only one way to find out, and that is to show all you know with iReady. It is time for us to pause, celebrate, and recognize women's history. Women's history that has shaped our world and society as we know it. Women's history that has influenced our past, present, and of course, all of which impacts our future. Today, we want to take a special look at the 2023 theme of Women's History Month, and that is celebrating the women who tell our stories. This theme is really important for you to understand because all month we'll be doing our part in recognizing facts, figures, and women in our past, present, who have shaped our world and society as we know it, who have influenced so many facets of life that we experience each and every day. And so we cannot wait to dive into it. So again, this year's theme nationwide is celebrating our women who tell our stories. So far, we're going to go ahead. We're going to make it a great Thursday. The choice is always yours. We'll see you around. Take care. Be safe. Love you all. Bye-bye.